Good morning, my YouTube friends. It is darko 30 on Saturday morning, and we all need to be out of the house this morning. Doug has Bible study. He has to leave here by 6:45. I have the women's club craft show. Can't even think this morning. I am like, Andrew has confirmation interviews. He's the director of religious ed at a local church, and the 8th graders are getting ready to make their confirmation, and they all have to be interviewed by either himself, the parish priest, or one of the other religious ed teachers. And that is this morning. So he's going there, and Adam is going on a long run this morning with a friend of his from school, and also the parish, a priest friend who, he's actually the priest who's assigned to the school where Andrew teaches at, and he's a big athlete, he's a big runner. So those three are going on a long run this morning. So everybody's out, or going to be out early. I'm going to be out the longest. I'm going to be out all day. And we have poker tonight. So I started, I'm keeping it simple. I started getting things ready yesterday. We're making little puffin puppies because that's Andrew's favorite. So I thawed some puff pastry dough. I'm going to check it right now. I made some pizza dough yesterday, and I just stuck it in the fridge. Oh, it looks wonderful. So I'm going to be able to use that because I'm going to make cheesesteak stromboli. And Adam asked for fried dill pickle dip. I made that for some kind of collab late last year. So that's all I'm making. And it'll be fine. Oh, excuse me. I am so tired. But right now, I just need to get coffee and tea started. And I am going to pack my lunch. We do run a kitchen at the craft fair. A very simple kitchen. Because nobody really feels like standing there cooking. So we run a very simple kitchen. We have hot dogs and bagels and pizza. But I don't really want any of that, so I am going to make myself a turkey and cheese sandwich and take that with me, because I won't have a chance to, normally I wouldn't care, but I'm not going to have a chance to eat breakfast, so I figure I'll make a sandwich and I'll have that for, lunch. Yesterday I experimented with a new bread recipe with my fresh milled flour, because I think I've told you before, it's a learning curve, and the one recipe that I really wanted to love has not been working out for me great. So I belong to a Facebook group, a fresh milled flour Facebook group, and someone posted a picture of the bread that they made, and the recipe that they used was from a girl on TikTok called Lovely Bell Bakes. And I said, you know what, I gotta try it. So yesterday, Bo and I, because Bo loves cooking and he loves making bread, he calls it Joni bread. And he loves milling flour. He just thinks that's the coolest thing. So I'm like, Bo, you want to make some bread? While your brother's napping? And of course he wanted to. So, oh my gosh, I will insert a picture. It came out beautiful. Usually whole wheat bread, and this is 100% whole wheat bread. I mean, this is right from the source. I milled the wheat myself. Usually it's dense and it's a little hard. This is, I can't even show you how soft it is. Look. It's just crazy soft. It's wonderful. So it was a success. So that is definitely the recipe I'm going to stick to. I mean, I might try some other ones, but this is definitely going to be a go-to. And it was not hard at all. So I'm going to make myself a turkey and cheese sandwich on that, and take that and probably just some cut up veggies. That's the plan. But yeah, that's it. But I am running a little bit late because I did not want to get my lazy butt out of bed. The alarm went off at 5:30, and I did a 15-minute snooze. I'm tired. So it was a long week. It was really, really long week. I had a couple extra kids this week, and that made it long. And that was a little bit stressful for just a few reasons. And then between my car having to be repaired and Adam's car having to be repaired, just a little stressful. So anyway, I'm going to go get this done, and I'll be back. Okay, we are on our way, and it is a miserable, miserable day here. It is cold, it is raining, it is yucky, and it is supposed to be like this all day. I hope people are like, oh, we're stuck inside, let's go to the craft show, because we can't be outside, and not, oh, it's raining, I'm not leaving the house to go to the craft show. So I hope we have a really good crowd. I'm very, very sad that I don't have a table. I was just afraid that I would not be able to get the amount of items I needed, or the quality, honestly. So yeah. Oh, I think I didn't give you guys an update. I haven't talked to you. So, unless you were on my live. So, you saw my vlog on Thursday that, you know, my car, I don't know why it has those lights on. My check engine light came on, and it was the thermostat. So we took it to our mechanic and got it repaired. And it wasn't, I mean, Doug was right on the money. How much he thought it was going to be, I thought it was going to be more. So that was a sigh of relief that it wasn't horrible. Then Thursday, Adam took his car to inspection. Now, every state does inspections differently. Like, I know in Pennsylvania, you have to take it to, like, a mechanic, and they do an inspection. In Jersey, we have public inspection stations, and it used to be when you drove to the inspection station and took the car in, they checked everything. They checked your lights, they checked your blinkers, they checked your exhaust, you know, your emissions, they checked your horn, they checked everything, your tires. Well, then several years ago they decided, nah, we're not doing all that, we're only checking emissions. You're on your own for everything else, and that's fine, whatever. But Adam's car failed, and we kind of had a feeling it was going to, because the check engine light's been on, and according to the freebie little check that they do at AutoZone, it was like some sort of gas sensor. So we kind of let it go because he was at school. Well, he failed inspection for his check engine light, and the codes, you know, kicked back the gas thing and the catalytic converter. Now, Adam's car is 22 years old and has 50,000 miles. It's a Honda CRV. So, took the car right over to our mechanic. I'm like, hey, picking one up, dropping one off. Because, you know, this is what we need right now. So he looked and he goes, oh, he goes, this may not be good. He said, I know these codes. He said, it may not be worth fixing. He said, let me see what I can do. If I can just patch it so the emissions are good and it'll pass, and just maybe get you, you know, a couple months out of it, at least until Adam graduates, whatever. He said, we'll see what we can do. I said, okay. So he said, I'll call Doug with anything over $150. I said, perfect. So I didn't hear from anybody until later that afternoon, and Doug texted me and said, hey, they're going to fix the car. It's all good. It'll be fixed, and you know, he'll be re-inspected at the station. So that was good news. That was such good news. A lot less than we thought it was going to be. So, and Adam said his car is running really, really well. So, knock wood, it'll stay that way. I told Doug last night, I'm like, okay, that's 3 cars, 3 different cars. I said, can you please go out and sprinkle your car with holy water? Yeah. But anyway, so that was it just feels like I can't win for losing, but it is what it is. So that's that little update. I guess there's no other updates. I don't think you were waiting on anything else. Today is Saturday. Like I said, I'm heading over to the craft show. I wanted to be there at 7:30. It's just now 7:30 and I'm about 10 minutes away. So, not happy about that. But that's my fault. I did that 15-minute snooze. It felt good. Oh, it felt good. It was a long week last week. It really was. Just with all the car stuff, and I told you I had extra kids, and yeah. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else I needed to tell you guys about. I don't think there is. Next weekend's going to be crazy busy. Next weekend we have, starting on Friday, we have our marriage prep class. Well, next week is a chemo week, so we'll see how Doug feels on Friday. We told the deacon that runs the marriage prep, like, do not schedule us for anything. Do not schedule us for a talk, because there's 2 talks that Doug and I generally do. We do one or the other. We either do the faith talk or the sexuality talk. We said, don't schedule us for any talks, because if Doug's not feeling well, we won't be there. And don't put us as a small group leader, because if Doug's not feeling good, we won't be there. So as long as he's feeling good, we'll go, and we'll be like peripheral support. We still interact with all the couples, and we still give our stories and our thoughts and things like that. We're just not going to be leaders. I think that's definitely the way to go. And then, so that's Friday night, and then it is again on Saturday afternoon. Saturday morning, I need to make bagels. Saturday night is Doug's class reunion. It's his 39th class reunion. His 35th got canceled because of COVID. Then I don't know what happened, where things just didn't work out. And they're having a 39th. So, that's cool. I'm excited. I love Doug's class. I have a lot of friends in his class. So I'm excited about it. And then, so I promised one of his friends from high school, Bob. You've seen Bob on my channel. We've gone out to Lidditz to visit them and stuff. But anyway, I promised Bob I would make him some homemade salt bagels. So I'm going to do that Saturday morning. We're going to go to Pre-Cana. We're going to be there, and then we're going to dip out at Mass time so we can go to Doug's reunion. Then the next day we'll go to Mass, and then we have a birthday party for my little niece. So it is going to be crazy busy next weekend, and even into the following week. So yeah, that'll be good. So as long as Doug is feeling okay, there are plans. If Doug is not feeling okay, all plans go out the window, and we cater to him, because that's what I say. But anyway, you really didn't need to hear all that. I'm just bored, and I'm chit-chatting with you. That's next weekend. God only knows what we have a whole week to wait until then. I'm just trying to think ahead. I've got some meal trains to deliver coming up that I've signed up for. So, yep. Should be interesting these next couple weeks. I just really hope and pray that Doug keeps doing as well as he is doing. He just astounds me. He's a warrior. He really is. I told you guys that he had to deliver his first, homily. We call him a homily in the Catholic Church. Some people call him a sermon. Some people call him a message. We call it a homily. I mean, in school, not at church or anything. He's not allowed to preach at church until he is ordained. but they have to practice, and he has homiletics this semester. So they actually had to like get up on the altar, you know, behind the ambo and deliver a homily on a specific week of readings, and he did so well. He really did. I got to see it. They have a private YouTube channel because they record, you know, they record and then they can go back and watch it and check their body language and stuff like that. And so I got to watch it. I was so stinking proud of him. I really was. Now his next homily that he has to deliver, they split the group up into two. Part of the group has to do a funeral homily and part of the group has to do a wedding homily. And Doug really did not care what he got. He was fine with either. And he was assigned a wedding homily. So I said, you should go back and watch our... Oh God, can we... Yes, I did. Okay, I was going to say, can we watch our wedding video? Because, you know, it was on VHS. But we got to convert it to DVD. And you should go watch our wedding video and hear what Father McCabe had to say. And, you know, just see. But anyway, okay, I have chit-chatted way too freaking long. I might even just cut this out of the video because that's ridiculous. I am a few minutes from church, so I am going to go and I will be back and I'll show you around the craft show. Okay, we are here. All the vendors are getting set up. It is pouring down rain, these poor vendors. I'm hoping they all show up because, you know, it's hard when it's rainy, but it's looking good. I am just kind of helping out everywhere. This is our basket raffle. That room will be full. We ask each vendor to donate a basket, and then we have a basket raffle, and it's just pure profit for us. So look at this, 2 vlogs in a row.
I know.
What is this?
People want to start to talk.
We are at our Incarnation Angels vendor event.
And I did buy something already.
She did buy something.
Earrings. Because y'all love these.
Not those
ones.
earrings.
Y'all like these? I got one of them in aquamarine blue. Should have gotten purple to go with my hair, but you know, I have enough purple earrings.
Yes, Denise is the kitchen witch. She is working in the kitchen. I didn't say that. I don't curse on my channel. She's the kitchen witch, and I am like a runner. Like, I'm all over the place. So, having a good time. The crowd's, yeah, it's pouring down rain, but more people are coming in. So, it's very hot in this little room. This is the seniors room. That's why it's hot.
Pants on too.
Yes, Denise has heavy pants on. I have jeans on. And I had to find a flannel shirt that looks springy because it is our spring fling event.
Oh,
so that's why we're.
I think this looks.
Yeah, you're purple, and I wore pink, and
there you go.
So, back to work. Okay, people are starting to clean up, and we are going to get ready to start on the basket raffle. I did make a few purchases from this guy right here, Natural Face Products, and from this lady over here with the hand towels, and from a company called Threads of Hope, which is a free trade company. So I will show them to you when I get home. But right now I need to hit the ladies' room, get some water because I have to start calling raffle tickets. That's my job. Okay, getting ready for poker. Doug really rocked it though. I had made the dough yesterday. I'm just gonna roll that out. He cooked the meat for me, and these are toasted breadcrumbs for the dill pickle dip. And he wrapped all the little puffin puppies, so I don't have a whole lot to do. So that's good. So I told you I would show you what I bought at the craft show. So this is the Phillies towel. It's the kind that has like the little, that you can hook on to something. It's for my sister-in-law. And then for Andrew's Easter basket, I got him, it's a little independent company called Scrub a Little Deepa. Some beard butter, and this is all made with natural products and essential oils, and some beard scrub, and Where is the bracelet? And this bracelet from Threads of Hope. And Threads of Hope is a fair trade organization from they get their products from 16 different countries, and usually they're from women who are in need in some way. Like this one, it says, I'm Musmin. I was married off as a child, but he left me and our 3 children. Taste of Hope is giving us valuable work to achieve our hopes and dreams. It is important that women become empowered and independent. It gives us strength, and we learn to speak what we believe in. So that's who made this. So that's what I got. And I had a long talk with a lady, very nice, sweet lady. We have a lot in common. It's a friend of a friend, and she gave me her business card. Her name is Kay Sows. She gave me her business card because she wants me to email her Azure Standard information, and on all her business cards are this cute little pin. See that? So that was my little haul from the craft show. Now I need to get finished setting up for Pinochle. No, we're not playing Pinochle. Poker. I had to film before everybody dug in. We have mozzarella sticks, kind of chips and dip, pickle dip, spinach dip, cheesesteak stromboli, puffin puppies, and bourbon glazed kibasi. So that's what we're having for night. Poker night.
374.
Okay,
Yeah,
there is $14 in the pot.
There's a flush.
Right?
Did you stay?
Did you stay in?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we have 3 people staying in.
Flushing shit. Trip 9, she wins.
Oh wow.
Wow. So Joey and Doug.
No, I won.
I know. Joey and Doug have to pay Mary $14 each.
How much?
$14 each.
That's
I think there's 14 in there. Am I right?
14 and...
Let's say 5, 6, 7, 8.
Whoa.
9, 14.
And the game is still going on. This is not good. Good Sunday morning, friends. Just wanted to pop on and say hey. I didn't film too much last night. We had such a good time playing cards. It was a little crazy. Just one of the pots just grew and grew and grew, and nobody was winning, and it was a little crazy, but we had a good time. We really did. We had good food. We had good company and just a lot of fun. Went to bed way too late. Got up way too early. It is 7:20, and I am almost at church. The guys left earlier than me so they could go prep the breakfast. And I'm just going to Mass and then over to the breakfast. So I will, and it's the Easter Bunny breakfast. And yes, it is a little early, but it's the only breakfast before Easter. So it has to be today. But anyway, just wanted to pop on and say good morning. Oh my gosh, all these young families remind me of when Doug and I, when our kids were young. Because we used to go to like the crack of dawn earliest Mass there was, because the kids were certainly up. Ooh, I missed my parking spot. Yeah, we see a lot of young families. But anyway, just wanted to say good morning, and I will show you if I can. If I'm over there when the Easter Bunny shows up, I will definitely show you that. See you in a bit. So our Easter Bunny has arrived. Oh, I'm kind of far away. The Easter Bunny's ponytail is hanging out of her head. I think they need to adjust that a little bit. Oh my goodness. Yesterday was rainy and cold and miserable. Today it is. Look at the sun. Where's the sun? Oh, it's in front of me. That's why I can't see. It is gorgeous today. Gorgeous. So good day to clean the chicken coop. I was here way too long. Just being social, chatting with everyone. I forgot to show you my breakfast because somebody sat down while I was eating and was talking to me. So I had an omelet and 1 link of sausage, a little bit of hash browns, and a piece of toast, and it was delicious. I tried to get the bunny good, but I was too lazy to get out of my chair. What else? I think right now I'm going to run over Home Depot. I need to get some potting soil for indoor plants. I really, really need some fruit at Aldi. So I might go there. And I really should go to, since I'm cleaning the coop today, I should really go to, what's it called? Tractor Supply and get some sweet PDZ. But I don't want to see the chickies because I want to bring them home. But we'll see. We'll see. Must keep walking. Must keep walking. I just want some plants. I just love plants. Oh, oh boy. I don't know if I should get onions or not. Maybe I'll wait and talk to Doug. Okay, so many choices. I need to, this is a lot of grass seed. I need to get some potting soil for indoor plants. And I know they make it. I don't worry too much about getting organic because we're not eating it. Here we go. The universe is working against me. So after I left Aldi, I was going to run down to Tractor Supply to get the sweet PDZ. I think I mentioned that. Well, I came out of Aldi and I happened to look. I don't even know what made me notice it, but there was a piece of something in my tire. Piece of metal. So I'm not driving all the way down the Tractor Supply with that in there. So I think this was the universe's way of saying, Joan, you don't go to Tractor Supply because you'll see the chicks and then you're going to want chicks. Yeah. So didn't go to Tractor Supply. So I'll have Doug look at the tire when he gets home and we can just take it right over to the garage. And if it's pluggable, they'll be able to plug it. But yeah, so now I'm kind of pivoting and I think I don't want to get started on the coop until Doug comes home from the breakfast. So I think I'll pivot and make granola. Wow.
That's fine. She'll see me in less than a month.
I'll see you in 2 weeks
Oh, yeah.
in South Carolina.
What are you crying about? There's nothing to cry about.
Yes, there is.
It goes
my
by
baby.
fast. It goes by fast. It does.
And of course, now I'll worry for the next 2.5 hours.
No, I'll be fine. It's easy breezy.
I'll track him.
Yeah, I know. And you'll get a text when I get there.
We were supposed to film a tag.
Oh, we didn't do that. Oops.
She'll have my answers somewhere in the description, or I'll paste my face in and give you the answers.
That's what you can do. We'll do that.
Okay.
Yes, we will.
That's what I'll do.
But I need you to do it when you get back to school because it needs to go up. Oh, no, no, you have a week.
Oh, yeah. You're fine.
Say goodbye, Adam.
Bye, y'all.
And that quickly, how many days was he here? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 7 days is over, and he is headed back to Maryland. He's getting himself all set up, and off he goes. Okay, so a couple of you asked for a little car tour of Andrew's car inside, so I'm going to show you that right now since we're out here already. Okay, so this is his little computer thing, and when he clicks on something, I don't know, data services maybe, there's a map up all the time of, you know, where he is and all that, and he can do everything from there. Dashboard.
Display, which is nice.
And oh, you're not going to be able to see it because it's nighttime.
Let's see. Oh no, you can. There's an overhead display right there. It's like kind of like flashing in the camera. On the side, I've got everything from.
Well, the overhead display shows
my
your
miles,
lane.
my lane, my miles per hour. If I'm in cruise mode, it allows me to see how many car lengths I have in cruise mode. It allows me to see the speed I'm going at cruise mode.
And the speed of the road you're on.
Yes, it also shows speed signs. It also shows if I have a driver in my blind spot. If I use the navigation system, it shows me the direction I have to turn and how many miles. Overall, it's a nice thing to have.
Because you don't have to look anywhere. You're already looking out the windshield.
Yes.
So it's right there in front of you. Show the cool camera.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so. Oh.
So he's got not only like a backup camera, but he's got a 360 camera. And it's so cool. I mean, it shows exactly where you're turning and all that cool stuff. And then when he puts his blinker on, he's got he's got side cameras that show all his blind spots when he has a blinker on. So a lot of very cool safety features in this car. And
Yes.
and I love his moonroof. His moonroof goes all the way back, all the way to the back, behind the back seats. This is a 5-seater, and it's got a nice like trunk area too, but I think that's so cool that the moonroof goes all the way back. Now it only opens to that bar like halfway because, you know, safety and all that stuff. So it's got a lot of storage in it. It's got the little pad that you can just throw your phone on.
Yeah.
And it will just start charging automatically. You don't have to even plug it in.
And if it'll
Why do you have a cord in here?
That's for CarPlay. So,
Apple CarPlay.
Yeah, so the Bluetooth doesn't connect right to CarPlay, but it does connect when you plug it in. And right now my pad doesn't seem to be working, but that's okay.
It might be because you're in park.
Yeah.
And it's got
Ventilation.
heated seats, heated steering wheel, and air-conditioned, ventilated seats, which is pretty stinking cool. So that is the inside of Mr. Andrew's car. Lots of lights and all that kind of stuff. So
It's great. Gonna vent a little bit.
very cool. Okay, the chicken coop is gonna wait just a little bit because Doug is fixing my tire. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna get some muffin batter mixed up. I have all this whey from making yogurt the other day, so I'm gonna make some chocolate chip zucchini whey muffins. I think they'll be good just for, I'll throw them in the freezer and like just in addition to breakfast or in addition to lunch or something. And the babies just love muffins. So I will have them for them to enjoy also. Now, really, ideally, the first part of the batter should soak either 8 hours, 12 hours, or even overnight. But you don't have to do that. That just helps. When you soak oats, it helps break them down and makes them a lot more digestible, because some people have a hard time digesting oats. I'm not letting them soak for that long. I will let them soak for a little while I'm doing everything else I need to do today, and I'll bake them later, but I'm not going to let them soak the whole time. So let's get started. So the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to mill some fresh flour. Do you have to do that? Absolutely not. Just use 3 cups of your favorite flour. That's all you have to do. This is just leftovers for the chickens. That's why it's sitting on the end of the counter. Okay, flour is all done. So we need 3 cups of flour or 360 grams. So let's go weigh that out. Okay, we're just going to weigh it. I rather prefer to weigh. Whoops. A little too much. So I just know it's a more accurate measurement, especially when you're using fresh milled. But yeah, any kind of flour, honestly, because depending on the way you measure your flour, you can have a whole lot more or a whole lot less. You know, if you're scooping into something, you're packing that flour in versus spooning it in and then scraping it off. So there's our 3 cups of flour. Next, we're going to add in 1 cup of oats. These are just old-fashioned rolled oats. And I know you've heard me say it a million times, but always buy organic oats. If you're not buying anything else organic, make sure it's organic oats. Then we're going to add in 1 cup of our whey. I'm just going to use my dry measuring cup because I'm lazy. Too lazy to get out my liquid measuring cup. This is close enough. And this, my friends, is pure protein. So that is very good. And then 1 cup of milk. Any kind of milk you want, whether it be whole milk, low-fat milk, nut milk, whatever. This is a very, very versatile recipe. And then we're just going to mix that together. And I'm going to cover it with some plastic wrap. And I'm just going to let it sit most of the afternoon. Just until the flour absorbs all of the liquid. Because that is something that's important with fresh milled flour. Because it takes a little longer to hydrate fresh milled flour. Plus, like I said, also soaking the oats makes them a little more digestible. So we're just going to let that sit. We're going to go about our chores, which, like I said, is the chicken coop, and we definitely need to make some granola. We are completely out of granola. I am just hoping that I actually have enough oats to make granola. So I'm going to cover that and set it aside for a bit. Okay, now to the not so glamorous side of suburban homesteading. It is time to clean the coop. And we're honestly about a week overdue because of all the rain we've had. I just didn't want to stand out in the rain and do it, and try to do it around the chickens who, you know, are bougie and won't go out in the rain. So we're about a week overdue. So this is going to be so much fun. Not only are the girls happy to be out, but so is Aria. She is just laying in the sun. And the girls, like I said, are definitely happy. Of course, Marshmallow flew right over the end, right into the garden. God forbid she walk around. So, time to get started. I'm procrastinating. Yes, I am. Well, we are done that. We are heading to, it took me about an hour to do the coop, which I don't think is really bad. But I didn't get to put the sweet PDZ in there because we didn't have any. And I also didn't do the nest boxes yet because I'm going to look at Tractor Supply and see if they have nest box pads. I know I can get them on Amazon, but we're going to be down here anyway getting the sweet PDZ. So, yeah, it's almost all done. An hour's not too bad. But let me tell you, Safira was not happy with me, was she?
No.
Oh, she was not happy. Apparently, Safira needed to lay an egg and did not want to do it in front of anyone. So she kept coming up in the coop as I'm, using the pitchfork to get everything out. And she's on the roosting bar and she's yelling at me. Then she'd go into the nesting box and move all around and get out and go into another one. She was definitely beside herself. I'm like, look, lady, I got to get this done. So I tried to leave it alone for a little while to see if she would just settle, and she was not having it. So I hope she's in there now while we are down here. And yeah, I can get back and finish that. Still haven't made the granola. Gotta get that done. I don't even know. We're supposed to have spaghetti for dinner tonight, but having pasta machine issues, so not having spaghetti. Maybe we'll grill something. I almost feel like traditional barbecue chicken because it is so nice today, and yeah, so we might do that. But right now we're going to Tractor Supply. I was not allowed to come down here alone.
So I'm surprised I let you come at all. I should have came myself.
Yeah, he didn't want me to come at all. Yeah, it's baby chick season. But I know we're not allowed to have any, but I'm sitting here thinking, look, okay, maybe we can, if I keep them down the basement and keep Doug away from them.
Not happening.
I'm not even sure why I walked down this way. Why am I even looking? Why? Why? We made it out without any chicks. Womp womp. Just some nest box pads, some shavings, and some sweet PDZ. So exactly what we came for.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. Only because they don't have the cute t-shirts and stuff out yet, because I did go look. Oh boy. Look what I see. There's some daffs, hyacinths. Oh yeah. It's happening. A little too premature, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so this is what we bought. These nest box pads, and they fit in our nest boxes perfectly. So we're gonna give these a try. Normally we just put the shavings in, but then they kick out all of the shavings, expose the wood, and then sometimes when the egg comes flying out, they hit the wood and they break. So we're just gonna try this and see what happens. I'm sure they will be scared to death of them and they will protest, because that's usually how it goes. Okay, I'm done dealing with the chickens and got cleaned up. So now we're gonna go back to these. I know they've only been sitting for a few hours, but like I said, it's fine. So to my oat and flour and whey mixture, I'm gonna add 1 cup of melted coconut oil. Then we're gonna add 4 teaspoons of baking powder. I know that sounds like a lot, but you need them. Okay, we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of salt. Then we're gonna do 4 eggs. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And we're going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. And 1 cup of sugar. Now I'm using organic cane sugar. I think honey would be good, but I'm a little low on honey and I don't really want to use a whole cup of it. So I'm just going to use sugar. But like I said, honey or maple syrup. I could have used maple syrup. That was stupid. But anyway, now I'm just going to give these a really good mix. And then I'm going to grate up 2 cups of zucchini and add that to the mix. Okay, I'm just gonna, now it calls for 2 cups. Honestly, whatever I have on this zucchini is what I'm gonna use. Okay, I thought that was going to actually be less than 2 cups, so it wasn't. Now, it also calls for 1 cup of mini chocolate chips. Doug gave up chocolate for Lent, so I'm going to make 1 tray of these without chocolate chips for him, and then 1 tray with chocolate chips for the babies. So we're going to get these in our muffin tins. Now to the other half of the batter, I'm just going to add in a half a cup of mini chips since it's only half the batter. And we'll just mix those in and put them in the same way. We are going to bake these at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. Just check them with a tube. Okay, I have some oranges that are a little past their prime for eating. They were a little bit dry when I put one in Doug's lunch. So I'm going to just cut them in half and juice them. I'm getting a decent amount of juice, but for eating, they just didn't taste great. So we're going to juice them. And then I'm going to use my egg bite mold. And I'm going to freeze them in 1/4 cup increments. I have a couple recipes that call for orange juice, and it is not something that we generally have around. So I always have to run out and buy orange juice, and then I do freeze it. But I figure we might as well freeze these oranges, and that way when I need a little bit of orange juice for a recipe, I will have it. So, I don't know, I just decided on 1/4 cup. I don't know why. I don't know what prompted that, but I think it's good because if I need more, I can always take it out. If I need a half a cup, I'll just take 2 out. So, that is what I'm doing here. And then we'll see what we have here. There are 2 left, but I have just about a half a cup. So we'll go, oh wait, I must add more than a half a cup because, let's see. Oh yeah, I have about 2/3 of a cup. So you know what, I'm gonna do the other 2 and just see exactly how much I have total and then go from there. But you know what, it's not a big deal to throw it in the freezer, and once it freezes, I'll just pop them out of the silicone mold and put them in a Ziploc bag in the freezer. And then I have it, and then that way there's no waste. Because we do not give the chicken citrus. So, and then all these peels, you know what I should have done? How stupid. I should have zested these before I cut them and did this. Because now they're going to be hard to zest. And then I could have saved the zest. Oh well, that's okay. That's okay, mistakes happen and we live and learn. I am just going to put all of the peels right into our compost pile. So nothing is wasted except the zest because, you know, sometimes I just don't think. 20 things going on and not thinking about it. So there we go. Okay, we have just about 1 cup. So we are going to go 1/4 cup into each one. Whoa, that's more than 1/4 cup. I'll just put a little bit on the other side and put the lid on, pop it in the freezer. And then tomorrow I'll take them out and put them in a baggie. No waste. Okay, here are the muffins, and me, Doug, and Andrew each shared one of each, the plain and the chocolate chip, and they are delicious. A little bit, very moist but crumbly, if that makes sense. Like, kind of fell apart a little bit, but oh my gosh, so good. I think I just didn't let them cool enough, so they were still a little bit warm, but very, very good. These will definitely be on the rotation again. Whenever I make yogurt and have the whey. Okay, not sure if you remember when we had our neighbor's carport land over in our yard. Well, Andrew and Adam are finally getting around to trying to put the fence back together. We're trying to see if we can avoid purchasing new panels for it. So that is what they are working on right now. Girls are out having a good time. Aria is keeping a close eye on them. And it looks like somebody's coming to try to visit me. You know, Laura was a house chicken for a while. In a crate, not running around my house. But every once in a while, she comes a knocking, so. But these guys are working hard, trying to get that fence back together. Now, I think I am going to make some granola. Okay, next on the list is repotting some plants. So, this is Groot. He is massive. He needs to be staked up a little bit better, and he needs a bigger pot. So we are going to use this beautiful pot from IKEA to put Groot in. And then I have this little spider plant that has been in this jar for way too long. And she's not doing so great right now because she's been in the jar too long. So we are going to put her in here. So I'm going to get my soil, the same soil we bought today at Home Depot, and we are going to get started. Okay, everybody is loving their new home. I think I'm gonna need a bigger plant stand. Yeah. But there we go. Everybody's happy. Groot has a nice big pole. That thing is getting out of hand. He's gonna end up like a tree. Whew. It's been a busy day, but a productive day, and oh my gosh, it was beyond wonderful being outside for so long today. The weather was just perfect, and now I have spring fever, and they're talking about possible snow for next weekend. So hopefully not. We don't need that. So now, I told you the saga that, you know, my car with the check engine light and we needed to repair the thermostat. Adam's car that failed inspection and we needed to repair the catalytic converter. Doug's check engine light came on. Yeah, so he is out just getting it down at AutoZone, getting it tested just to see what it says it is. And we'll figure it out from there. I know. So I've got leftover sweet potatoes, leftover ribs, leftover stromboli. Yes. So, not cooking. Excuse the mud on the eggs. I told you it rained for like 3 days here, but that basket, and the little turny thing. The girls are definitely working overtime. Just another sign that spring is coming. I will link the granola recipe below. It is granola 2 on my website. Really, really good. I used fresh milled flour this time in it because I'm really trying to use that the most. But yeah. Anyway, I am absolutely exhausted. And it's only 7:15. I sat down and fell asleep. And I have a super busy day tomorrow. Watching an extra kid tomorrow to help someone out. But I said no for the rest of the week because it's a chemo week, so we need our energy. So anyway, that is it. I am going to call this a weekend. It was super busy, but super fun and very productive actually today. I have to package up these muffins, figure out, I probably won't freeze them until tomorrow, let the babies have them tomorrow. Put one in Doug's lunch breakfast. Got to figure out what that is. I got to pull out the menu for this week and figure out what is on there and see what I can prep tonight to make my morning easier. But whatever it is, it's only going to be a half an hour because I want to put my butt in a nice hot bath and relax and just kind of for the rest of the night. So thank you so much for coming along on my weekend with me. I absolutely love it when you guys share in the fun. Thank you so much for watching. It helps my channel so much. Thumbs up, comment, share, all the good stuff. And I will see you guys in my next video.